white powdery mildew. If you've never seen it, it looks a bit like that. Or like that. See that little white patch up there at the top of the leaf? It's a fungus on a spore. I actually sprayed these grills yesterday with some baking soda and water because it was very warm and muggy here yesterday, and we're getting a big rain event coming. Zoom back out. We're going to have 3 or 4 days of rain. It's 58% humidity and 27.6 degrees. 25.9 over the table. Yeah, so I did actually go around and spray all these yesterday with baking soda. You can just see it on there, the little dots. In fact, you can see it's little dots. So I've just mixed up a fresh brew, or mixing up a fresh brew. I've put in a drop of detergent this time. There's a good teaspoon of baking soda in that sprayer. It's a 1 litre sprayer. We'll just get this back together and I'll show you. So from those 2 little spots that I did find, and then immediately went round and sprayed, the spore was already released from them. And the spray that I used being quite coarse, it landed lots of dots here, there and everywhere, which will stop the mildew if they land on it. With what I've done now, adding the detergent to the mix, makes the water a lot wetter, which means that the water droplets will spread out over the leaf, giving us a larger surface area. Remembering the spores have got to land where the baking soda is on the leaf. Small droplets, the spores have got a bigger area to land on where they won't land on them. Bigger droplets are more likely to land on the pH affected surface area, which you can actually see in those photos. Where the baking soda isn't is where the spore is, and where the baking soda is, the spore ain't, if you get my drift. That's going to push the humidity up, isn't it? You can, you might be able to see. Oh, it's still look pretty beady. But the detergent has made it wetter. You can see the droplets are spreading more. You get more of a film over the leaf. This is what we want. In another hour or two when it's dry, we'll come back and have a look and see what sort of coverage we got. It's not too bad. But yeah, bloody powdery mildew around this time of year. Well, we're now coming towards the end of February, I suppose, aren't we? Shite. Already. G'day. Thought I'd show you what happened to these plants that we hit with the baking soda yesterday. You'll notice that a lot of the pistils at the top of round off. I don't think it's anything too much to worry about. It's pretty common. You can just see the baking soda on some of the plants. Looks like a bit of pepper. But, no more sign of powdery mildew anyway this morning. Not that I can see. These girls are getting so thick I have to climb up on a bloody stool now to see the buggers. There's a yellow cola over there. Yellow white. Shows that quite clearly in that light there now. I don't think you're much of a cola. She's got a deformity with this the marbling, but yeah, you never know. There'll be a novelty value. Might save it for a special occasion.
hang on, what's that there? Is that not powdery mildew there? That leaf there? Those little white dots there look a little bit more than what they should do. I'll get the loop out and have a look at that. Yeah, that is mildew. Try and get the view. You can just see 4 or 5 big clumps of it on there. But you notice how it's all in little clumps. It's not all together. That you can put down to the baking soda. Actually, I can see quite a bit of mildew down in there. This could become a serious problem. See down there, and so there's a few leaves that are covered with mildew. We're going to have to do some picking and see what's going on here. The news is not good. It seems that we have white powdery mildew over everything. Just about every leaf I'm seeing has got a trace, if I look through the magnifying glass. While that look sounds horrific, I'm going to say it's not under control, but it is in hand. The baking soda is working, you can see it when you have a look through the magnifying glass. Okay, so we've got white powdery mildew, and it's basically right through the plants. Thank fuck I sprayed yesterday, twice. We got a good foundation on them. There's spore basically on every leaf. I've taken a few leaves and had a look under the microscope. I'll show you put some photos in here somewhere. So what's your defence against white powdery mildew? It's a fungus. It likes moisture, it likes warmth. Oh gee whiz, we got both of that. We're running quite warm in here this time of the year. The humidity is actually down a little bit, but it's been up around consistently 60% lately. I could bring a dehumidifier in, but I don't really want to do that because it's going to increase the warmth, the heat, and we've got enough problems with warmth at the moment. So the spore travels on the air. I've just adjusted this fan again. She's now back pushing max air across here. The faster the air moves around the plants, the less chance the spores have got of landing on a plant. The baking soda is covering the plants quite well. Well, that is white powdery mildew in there anyway. You can also see baking soda in there. This is mostly baking soda and some white powdery mildew. The baking soda will stop it. Yeah.
Until next time, guys and girls, we'll see you later. Mary Jane, you get back into that garden, please. You look after those young ladies.